Okay, I'm going to demonstrate how I have to flush out my nostrils and my mouth when I get this poisoning, that's this toxic gas that's blown in my face from wherever I don't know. But this phenomenon has been reported by targeted individuals all over the world, and unfortunately it's happening to me. And I can tell you that it is definitely unpleasant. There's a variety of toxic gases that are used on you. Each one of them produces its own sickening symptoms, which are not pleasant and very disorienting, actually, and very frightening if you were to be afraid of something like this, which I can understand. So what I do basically is I have like a little bulb, a little squirt bulb here, and this is a yogurt cup. I don't know, it's a 6-ounce yogurt cup, and I just basically fill this with water, and then I dip the bulb down into it. There's still some in there. Dip the bulb down into it and suck up some water, make sure that I've got it all the way to the top so there's no air, and then I insert it up my nostril like this and squeeze as hard as I can, and it blows usually most of the stuff out. So I'll give you a demonstration here because I need to do it. I just got blasted pretty hard. And this is in, my home. This is, don't ask me how it's being done, but it is being done. Hopefully I can quantify it scientifically, collect samples of, my tissues and this rinse water at some point in time, and other samples of my breath and what have you, because everything that's in your body comes out through your breath. So hopefully I can collect some samples and have them analyzed and quantify this scientifically. So I want the water to be kind of warm, but not too warm. Colder water kind of kills the burning sensation, and this particular gas does burn my nostrils. I actually bleed sometimes because it actually produces like a chemical burn, especially when it's wet. Kind of makes me think it's like hydrochloric acid, which is very friendly to water. When it dries up, it's not active, but when it gets wet, that's when it starts to burn. So anyway, I fill this up like this, and then I take, and I squirt like a little bit, go down for a second to make sure that it's all there. And then just proceed to go through each nostril, maybe about 5 or 6 times. And I open my mouth, but I don't breathe through my mouth because this stuff is so toxic that if I breathe through my mouth, it'll actually burn my tongue. But I open my mouth to like give my ears, a relief of pressure so that they don't pop, and it allows the water to get further up in my nasal cavity. Very unpleasant. I can really taste it now that I've got water on it. I can really taste it like coming out of my mouth, through the nasal cavity. It's really burning my tongue. It almost got my tongue numb right now. And I have tissue samples of where I blow this out. I use tissue later on. Maybe I'll splice it to this video, but I use tissue that I blow it out into, the excess water and snot that comes with it. and I put those in jars, in glass jars, to keep as samples for later analysis. And I tell you, when I open those jars, when I'm relatively clear, I can just smell this strong chemical smell come out of the jars from the used tissues that are in it. Now I'm rinsing my mouth out. The smell is really strong, just chemical. I don't know, I can't identify what chemical it is, but it's really strong. There's some red in the sink too. Yeah, just show you that there's red in there. It's like pink. That's blood from my nostrils. Whatever it is they're spraying, it's like really caustic, almost like an acid. I don't know whether it would be an acid or a base, but it's caustic. It'll make you choke. I feel a little bit better after I do this, but as soon as I do it, they dose me up again almost immediately. Almost immediately after I blow my nose, they dose me up again. There have been days when I have done this for like 2 hours straight, just because as soon as I get finished, they hit me again. I go right back to flush that out, and they hit me again. So it's torture, basically, is what it is. Yeah, see, that's basically what happens after repeated doing this, plus the caustic nature of whatever it is, just, you know, rubs my nasal passages raw. But I'm going to bag this, put this in a sample jar, and I'll splice that to the video.